Let's try this again. Good evening, folks. This is nirvanA Initiative. So we're just gonna go ahead and straight into the what? I didn't want.
God of energy, Inti, Pachaka Max!
Wait, the Ferris wheel?
I wish you luck with the investigation. I'm rooting for you.
I thought it would be easier to talk to you this way.
The Bats 490 code. I solved it.
The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality.
There hasn't been any progress yet. The people over at HQ are totally incompetent. They must have had stuff with fermented beans or something.
The nipple guessing game at some cabaret club in Nakamaguro right about now. He's on vacation, so I'm sure he's taking a load off while he can.
No, he's taking a load off, alright.
I gave Chikara the usual medicine to put him to sleep.
Are you sure that's okay?
What do you mean?
I mean, maybe there are legality issues.
Oh, don't worry about that. The higher-ups will take care of it for me.
That's outside of my jurisdiction. So, I don't know too much about it, but I'm sure the person in charge is desperately trying to fix it as we speak. It should be fixed soon. I got Tama's report. The QR video seems to be the key to solving this case. She believes Chikara is linked to the Bats 490 video, which has a striking similarity.
He's extremely suspicious. He must be the culprit.
I think it's a bit early for that conclusion.
But he said he didn't know about the video, right? If he's willing to lie about one thing, he's willing to lie about everything.
I still think that's a bit unreasonable. Why do you ask? I'm the engineer of Abyss. Of course I'm always here.
In any case, shall we get started? Ryuki, you know what to do. Sync with him.
Ryuki, this isn't your first time syncing. You've delved into Somnium many times in the past 6 months. So, I'm sure you know without me telling you, but...
I can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. It's alright, I know.
Okay then, let's begin.
What is this place?
It looks like something made by an older generation of CG technology.
Back when it was still hyped up as groundbreaking, huh? Hey, did you see someone just now?
Looks suspicious.
Why don't we ask that person there about it?
Who?
You must have a lot of questions, like, what happened to your other half?
Not really.
Must be hard to walk. Bench pressing must be tough too.
You really want me to ask about that stuff?
Yeah, do it.
But hey, isn't benching kinda hard?
Hey, why are you talking to a statue?
Damn it, Ryuki. Stop wasting my time. We can only be in Somnium for 6 minutes.
Oh.
Damn it, damn it. This is getting out of hand.
That's Chikara. Tama, follow him.
On this side, my genius left brain harnessing my processing power. On this side, my brilliant right brain within which my creativity is boundless. The very layout of this facility itself, mimicking my brain, will serve as inspiration for my master.
What's going on here?
I need to be careful. I can't get too close.
This Bionic Body's accidental biology. The Bionic Body Creation Program.
Bio what?
BBAB.
The logical center of the left brain and the creative center of the right. By combining them, I can create a superhuman. Whew, wouldn't want that getting out. I hope I never see you again. Goodbye.
No, he ran off.
Chikara in this dream world is just as bonkers as he is in real life.
Looks like he doesn't want anyone in this room.
Yeah, you can tell by the conscious antibody in front of the door.
Conscious antibody?
They're an embodiment of a sync subject's caution. When you try to access information that the sync E is trying to hide, it overstimulates the synapse. That makes the body emit a ton of norepinephrine, which creates a conscious antibody within the somnium.
Well, what does this conscious antibody do?
You see how it says instant death on his crotch there? If I touch him, a massive delay spike will occur in the touch him and our available time in Somnium drops like crazy.
Got it. But how do we get into the room without getting past our do not touch power stance man friend here?
Well, we just need to get rid of the conscious antibody somehow.
What if we use that device that Chikara was using to move instant death power stance man?
I'm sorry, instant death power stance man?
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty appropriate name for him.
Anyway, let's check the device first. Looks like the power is out.
Let's start by activating the device.
Yeah, let's go.
Somnium scan, activate!
The lock on that door is open. Past that is a stone statue with no power.
Power? On a stone statue?
This is Chikara's Somnium. You don't have to think about the logic. Anyway, that door. Let's head past it to the stone statue. This door is open.
Is this even a door? It's so thin.
That's just how it is in this world. Don't worry about it. Let's go.
Oh, it moves sideways.
We're here.
That's the stone statue without power. Let's get closer and check it. off and on. Is this the switch for the statue?
How do we turn this on?
Why don't you feel around that area?
What area?
Whatever feels right, Tama.
The robot arm control PC has been activated.
It's on. You're amazing, Tama.
It says not...
Maybe you need to flip the switches for all the statues.
Right. According to the Somnium scan, there are multiple statues. But let's head back to the device first.
How did you know there was a switch there? Oh, wait. Can't we go to the other small room from this room?
How would you do that? It's too high. I can't jump that. We can go through here.
BBAB activating. In this experiment, you can combine two different brains with different functions to create a new human life form. Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function.
We just need to choose the left and right brain and combine them like Chikara did.
What can we choose from?
Left, Maasai warrior, fisherman, and A. Right side was astronaut and archaeologist. We can combine different brain functions of the left and right brains and create a new human with characteristics from both.
It seemed like Chikara used that to gain some kind of power earlier. So creating a new human means gaining some kind of superhuman ability.
And you select that power on this?
Oh, I remember seeing another room next to the small room we were in earlier.
Yeah, it was too high, so I couldn't reach.
Maybe we have to give you a power that'll help you get up there.
Worth a shot.
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function.
The room was high and far. By combining two brain functions that'll allow us to move that distance...
What do you choose, Ryuki?
Please select right brain function. Left, Maasai warrior. Right, astronaut selected. Starting experiment.
What's going on?
Experiment successful.
Just like I expected.
Combined, a Maasai warrior's leg strength and the atmosphere-piercing power of an astronaut to gain superhuman leg strength.
Tama, you okay?
I have goosebumps.
It said you gained superhuman leg strength.
Maybe we can get to that other room using that power.
That might be it. Let's give it a shot.
This door isn't locked.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Okay, ready.
Wow!
Chikara Horodori has done it again! Oh, genetic ecstasy!
What are we even watching right now?
Oh,
By stimulating the DNA correlating to high leg strength through imagination, it caused a slight transformation in the base sequence. This small change has allowed for surpassing the limit of telomeres. that we can do anything in this simulation world. There are no limits. What a wonderful world.
I guess things worked out.
So every time we do something right, we have to watch this creepy old dude ascend into the sky?
You wanna join?
Hell no.
Ryuki, you have 5 minutes left.
A stone statue without power.
Activate it.
This stone statue is a racer.
If they mean an autosport driver, those guys are incredibly skilled. They have to make split-second decisions.
That skill might be beneficial in other areas than driving, too.
Not to mention, there is a car right there.
I see. Using the driving skill.
But look, that says trap. Driving skill alone might not be enough.
Maybe we can combine it with a brain function that's good at avoiding traps.
I don't remember seeing anything like that.
Anyway, let's head back to the central room.
This door is open.
I wonder if we can go to the central room.
Let's go find out.
We're here.
Looks...
Beginning it.
The car from earlier. And what to do about the trap?
What do you think fits best?
Please select right brain function. Beginning it.
The cars.
Wasn't there some...
Please select left, racer. Right, archaeologist selected. Starting experiment. Experiment successful. Combined, a racer's driving skill and an archaeologist's knack for dodging traps. To gain movie protagonist superhuman driving skills.
Guess it's time for love, Dr. Jones.
That should help us dodge any traps.
That's so antiquated. Nowadays, sports cars go up against nuclear submarines.
Oh well, this is Shikara's preference. Now let's go back to the room with the car.
Think we can get there from the passage we came from?
Yeah, that should lead you there directly. We can go...
4 minutes now.
All right, get in.
I'll avoid any traps with elegance and grace.
Chikara. Chikara Horadori has done it again. Oh, genetic ecstasy. The corpus callosum is here represented by a treacherous ancient rune. A theory that links this complex and bizarre passage is now complete. But this should be theoretically impossible. No, there is no impossible in this world. No, this is not good. Not good indeed.
Kara, ew!
Why don't you think of it as some kind of reward cutscene?
The fact that I have to force myself to think that already.
Let's turn it on.
Got it. This stone statue is a gambler.
I guess that means they have guts.
So this gambler is known for winning bets when the chips are down.
That must mean they can win the big ones without flinching.
Now, let's head back to the central room. We can go through here. They investigate ancient. They not only require a scholar.
Just like that.
Yeah, the guy with the whip that got chased by that big stone ball.
Oh, I thought it was metal.
Was it?
You have 3 minutes left, Ryuki. Focus.
A warrior of the Maasai tribe, a nomadic tribe who predominantly live in Kenya and Tanzania. They have great physical ability. Among Maasai,
They're famous for their jumping skills.
if they can beat a lion with spears or their bare hands, they must be really strong. Go!
It's me, Chikara.
What the hell?
This is no good. No good. No good at all. Yes, yes, yes. Let's test this. Chikara's right brain reselection.
What's happening?
The room flew away!
The experiment worked! Chikara Horadori has done it again! Genetic ecstasy! This right brain reselection is a function that blows away my past. The past I don't want anyone to see. My right brain can be shuffled back into the deck. Goodbye, forbidden memory!
What are we gonna do?
When we drove through the passageway, Chikara said, theoretically impossible and not good. So maybe we did something he wasn't expecting. If we use the device to combine two different brain functions, we might be able to find a way.
If we can prevent Chikara from using his right brain reselection thing, we might be able to make it to the room.
He said something about a memory he doesn't want to be seen.
Current ability is left, racer, right, archaeologist.
Yeah, but how will we stop Chikara?
There was something hidden in the room we were in earlier. If only we could pull it back somehow.
We need a big idea here.
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function. Please select right brain function. Left, NA. Right, gambler selected. Starting experiment.
Oh, what?
Error.
It's an error.
I guess NA isn't a job.
I wonder what it's for.
What were we supposed to choose?
Well, we want to get back that room that flew away, so...
Something that's good at casting and pulling.
Yeah, that sounds right. Thinking outside the box a little, what skill is good at getting something far away and reeling it in?
This door.
Okay.
NA.
Does this still...
I don't...
You only have 2 minutes. Hurry, Ryuki.
We can go through here. We can go... We can go... Those who catch fish in bodies of water such as oceans or rivers. They are knowledgeable about the ecology of fish and have many skills that aid them in catching their target. They go out to the ocean pretty much every day, have incredible navigating skills, and...
Sea people.
You mean the guys from 1200 AD? Supposedly they were wiped out by a rival Mediterranean kingdom. Not much is known about them.
Huh? Get that room back. Pull it. Aim for it. Pull it back.
Aim and pull. Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, okay. We can aim for and pull the room that flew away.
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function. Please select right brain function. Left, fisherman. Right, gambler selected. Starting experiment. Combined, a tuna fisherman's pulling skill and a gambler's ability to make the right choice. To obtain superhuman luck.
Luck. Is this gonna do anything?
Well, try it. Let's fish back the room that flew away. How's it going?
I think I got something.
That must be it. Reel it in.
The experiment worked! Captain Chikara. Chikara Horodori has done it again! Oh, genetic ecstasy. Good. The memory I want to leave behind has already been shuffled. This memory's no good either. I thought I deleted it. No. If you succeed with the Eternal Youth experiment, my memory will be discovered. Goodbye! Goodbye! Goodbye!
Chikara's memory was replaced with something else.
But it got replaced with another memory he didn't want seen. It might be worth looking into.
Chikara said that if the Eternal Youth experiment is successful, his memory will be discovered.
So if we complete the research on that device...
We might be able to defeat Instant Death Power Stance Man over there and get into the room he's guarding.
That stone statue is a little different.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go.
That stone statue has...
Chikara's face hastily slapped on.
Chikara said that using Purge, he can create an ageless and undying body.
But if we use the stone statue...
Turn it on.
Oh no.
What's the problem?
Seeing this face... Are you sure about turning it on?
We've invested too much already. There's no other way.
Fine, okay.
Oh, you didn't want to touch the crotch because of Chikara's face, huh?
You have a minute left.
It would be nice to create eternal youth in life.
And something that will let us get rid of Instant Death Power Stance Man over there.
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function. Please select right brain function. Left, NA. Right, Chikara selected. Starting experiment. Error.
It's an error.
I guess
I wonder what it's for.
Ryuki, less than 30 seconds left.
the person...
Another
Beginning Please select left, right, starting experiment. Experiment successful. Combined a Maasai warrior's battle skill and a shamanistic ritual to bring forth a mysterious vibe.
Vibe?
That's not even a superpower.
You're out of time.
We're out of time.
Damn it. That doesn't make any sense. Chikara's mind is insane.
This stone statue is a gambler.
I guess that means they have guts.
So this gambler is known for winning bets when the chips are...
That must...
Now... We can go... Go!
It's me, Chikara.
Yeah, Yeah,
There was
we need a bit.
Beginning. Please select left, right.
That stone.
Yeah, you're.
You have 3 minutes left, Ryuki. Focus.
It would be nice to create eternal youth and life.
And
Beginning experiment. Please select left, Maasai warrior. Right, debugger selected. Starting experiment. Experiment successful. Combined, a Maasai warrior's battle skill and a debugger's reviewing skill. To create a warrior who never forgets where they left their weapon.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
You only have 2 minutes. Hurry, Ryuki.
The person who's most obsessed with eternal youth and life is...
Another function that'll allow us to deal with instant death power stats, man.
Beginning experiment. Please select left, right. Start.
Another
Begin. Please select left, Maasai warrior. Right, Chikara selected. Starting experiment. Experiment successful. Combined, a Maasai warrior's battle skill and Chikara's genetic engineering knowledge to create an undying and unaging warrior.
Funny that the machine is on a first-name basis with Chikara.
Now we can finally beat up instant death power stance man.
All right, let's go!
You have a minute left.
Go, Tama!
Let's go! Now! We did it!
The experiment worked. Oh, happy, happy, happy. Why should humans die? What a waste it is to perish. The research results are splendid. But now is not the time. Not now. Not now.
If Chikara gets in our way again, no amount of time is enough time. Let's go!
The stone statue is Chikara's memory that he doesn't want to be seen.
Turn it on.
A 9 stone statue.
9. 9 in Roman numerals.
What is the significance of 9?
Maybe he has 9 mistresses.
Or maybe he's being sued by 9 people.
This stone statue. Maybe we use a brain function again.
Should we go back to the central device?
Let's do it.
We can go through here. Let's go. Did you decide?
Yeah.
Beginning Please select left, NA. Right, 9 selected. Starting experiment.
This again?
What? Why?
Experiment successful.
Nice at loss.
NA and 9.
Nice.
Ryuki, this is...
I know. That's 490.
So Iris wasn't completely crazy on Nice Walls or Nice was real. Well, that's a shocker.
Welcome. I am the president of the Japanese Nizatlaws branch, Tokiko Shigure.
I apologize for visiting so late at night. I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department.
Mr. Ryuki, is it? Mamoru, my secretary, has already informed me. I hear you've come to ask about Jin Furua's murder.
Yeah, but I'm also her bodyguard. I used to be a bodyguard for a certain politician until the end of last year. He was a piece of human garbage. I slugged him in the face and resigned, then ended up here thanks to an acquaintance introducing me. I was only hired recently. I don't know much about it, really. It was a heat-of-the-moment thing, but I ended up quitting my job. I don't regret punching that scumbag, but... what am I going to do now? I've got 10 children to think about. What? A job? Were the conditions I requested? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do anything, as long as it's not illegal.
10 children? Gee, dude.
I had a very hard time finding the place. After all, NICE is a secret organization hidden from the public.
That's a good thing Boss just happened to know someone who knew this location. Otherwise, we would have been out of luck.
Even after I got inside the building, it wasn't easy. The guards, the security gates. If I hadn't met Mamoru at the entrance, I probably wouldn't even have made it to this office.
I know about Abyss, and I know it's trustworthy. That's why I let you through to talk to the president.
Anyway, I was surprised. I had heard of NICE, the secret organization, but I thought it was just an urban legend. I can't believe it actually exists.
Yes, there has been all sorts of gossip about us. Some claim we're a secret society of Satanists, or that we have something to do with a sequence of binary code that came from space. But that's all nonsense. Made-up stories that become more and more embellished as they were passed on. Rumors are quite a terrifying thing. NICE is a perfectly legitimate ideological society. Our headquarters are located in New York, with many branches in cities throughout the world. This is one such branch. This is a common misconception, but NICE is not a religious organization. We are a group of like-minded individuals who act together based on a certain understanding of the universe.
And that is?
The simulation theory. Have you heard of it?
That the world is an artificial simulation of reality created by someone or something. That's the theory.
You're saying everything in this world we're living in isn't real?
Yes. It's a false world constructed with specific rules by a program. And if it is made by a program, there must by necessity be imperfections, edges, or seams. To find these seams, or to create them, is our objective.
Why would you do that?
If you tear at the seams of a cloth, it will unravel, and a hole will be created. Thusly, we will tear at the seams of the program until it is unraveled, and its people are emancipated. That is our ultimate goal.
This old hack has completely lost it.
The intersection between the warp and weft. That's where the seam can occur.
I don't understand.
You will someday. It is a prophecy. It will be fulfilled eventually.
What is that?
It's a hand sign we use. It's meant to resemble the sign behind me. Judging by the way you asked that, I assume that's Jin's estimated time of death?
Well, yes.
I was in Okinawa from the night of the 8th. I had a seminar to attend on the 9th and 10th. I returned to Tokyo late last night.
I checked the logs for hotels and airports, for smartphone access points, and the security footage for each location. It's true that Tokiko was in Okinawa from the 8th to the 10th.
So she has an alibi.
As long as you presume Jin's body wasn't brought back with her from Okinawa.
Considering the fact that you are here, I assume it would be pointless to hide it. Indeed, I had my subordinates create that video. BATS 490 was an ARG, just a game, but there was a high-level encryption hiding a message within. We have been seeking high IQ individuals with the capability to decode it. The purpose was to recruit them into NICE.
So this QR video was made for the same reason?
I am aware of that video. I saw it on the news. However, it's completely unrelated to NICE. I assume someone made it with the intent to imitate BATS 490.
What do you think, Tama?
Hard to say on that alone.
Do you mean the man from Horodori Institute of Genetics?
So you do know him. I'm actually here because of a tip I got from him.
Shikara is under arrest?
No, he was just released earlier. We didn't have enough evidence to keep him detained.
I see. Order of Percent is a religious sect, whereas we are an ideological society. Despite our common roots, we are heading in completely different directions.
Then how did Chikara know that Nyes created Bats 490?
I wouldn't know about that. Perhaps he asked an acquaintance from Nyes.
Something funny. There, I said it.
That's the Nonupal X, the symbol of Nyes.
Nonupal means consisting of 9. You know how there's single, double, triple? Nonupal is the 9th.
So Nonupal X means 9 X's?
Seems so.
Did you know that Nyes is derived from 9-exed lozenge? Lozenge referring to a diamond shape. In other words, Nyes means the 9 X's of the diamond. By the way, would you mind if I asked you a question?
What is it?
Are you perhaps a Freyr?
Freyr?
I am asking the person within you.
What?
I will ask you one more time. Are you a Freyr? I see. Then I must have been mistaken.
What is a Freyr? Frey. Right. I remember now.
It was written on that sign.
Frey to free. Frey can mean fight, but it can also mean to wear out or tear.
Remember what Tokiko said. Their ultimate goal is to break down this world and emancipate its people.
Miss Shigure, are you sure Nyes didn't make the QR video?
We did not.
But the word Frey was written on that sign in the QR code.
We of Nyes are only involved in Bats 490, which we created half a year ago. We are not the ones who created the QR video. The word being displayed on that sign must be a coincidence.
That can't be just a coincidence.
Oh, but it can. After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation. A false world created by a program. And such programs always have some glitches lurking under the surface. We call such glitches seams. Coincidences like this are a manifestation of such glitches. Proof of imperfection. Proof of the seams. The appearance of Jin's corpse is also likely to be an example of such phenomenon.
What?
Are you familiar with the Philadelphia experiment?
It's a top-secret military experiment that's said to have taken place in the American city of Philadelphia on October 28, 1943. A powerful electromagnetic wave was fired towards the USS Eldridge, a destroyer-class warship. Supposedly, the reason for doing this was to conceal the ship from showing up on radar. But as soon as the experiment began, something strange happened. The Eldridge was enshrouded in a greenish mist, then vanished. Afterward, it appeared at a military port in Norfolk, nearly 200 miles away from the shipyard in Philadelphia. Sometime later, it reappeared in its original position again.
So you're saying it teleported?
Well, it's nothing but an urban legend. Just an occult story with low credibility.
Yes, exactly. However, the story doesn't end there. When the USS Eldridge returned to Philadelphia, there were several sailors on board, but some of them had melted like a rotten banana, while others ended up with their bodies entirely burned and blackened. Others were said to have merged with the steel hull, their bodies having become a piece of the ship. Does that sound familiar?
You mean Jin? Are you saying his right half teleported here?
It isn't impossible. If a seam was torn, that is.
Impossible.
You like this park, don't you, Ryuki?
I feel calm when I'm around nature. It's like I can feel the buzz inside me quieting down. Tama, what do you think about what Tokiko said earlier? Is something like teleportation really possible?
Hey, come on. I told you the Philadelphia experiment is just an urban legend.
How else can you explain what happened with Jin? We can't deny that his right half suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
Jeez. Then why don't we find out for ourselves?
What do you mean? You want to go to the studio right now?
No need. Just close your eyes.
My eyes?
Just do it!
Okay. What the? Did we teleport here?
Are you serious?
We're in Studio De Vita, aren't we?
It just seems that way. We're not actually there. Last night, I scanned every nook and cranny of the scene. What you're looking at now is what I replicated using that data.
Wow. It's like I'm actually there. The corpse looks so real.
Want me to put a mosaic over it?
Uncensored is fine.
Now, less digressing and more investigating. Your objective is to solve the mystery behind the sudden appearance of Jin's right half.
Alright, let's start looking around.
Like I mentioned yesterday, Jin's estimated time of death is 6 o'clock on February 9th.
What's this? Getting a better look at it, it looks like something tied to his waist. It's like a spider's thread. No, even thinner.
My analysis concludes that this is a CNT, or carbon nanotube. Graphene sheets with the thickness of a single carbon atom. These were rolled into a cylindrical shape to make these nanotubes. The diameter is about 0.4 nanometers. A single nanometer is 1/1000th of 1 meter, so it's not visible to the naked eye.
What? But I can see it.
That's because this thread is made by bundling multiple CNTs. I've also enhanced your vision so you'd be able to see it. By the way, CNTs are extremely durable. They're elastic and hard to break, and it's said that their theoretical maximum tensile strength is 50 times that of steel. Anyway, where is the other end of the CNT connected?
That way. Over by that red lamp. What's this?
It's the light switch.
The CNT is tied to it.
These aren't good for much other than for show. The questions for the quiz also show up here too.
Wow, I can switch to X-ray mode too.
That's because I've gathered all data from the scene.
What What's this? There's something inside the body.
3 things catch my attention. First, a mixture of potassium chlorate, sulfur, and red phosphorus. This is probably a fire starter. It would ignite very easily. The fuse is coiled up and extends from there. By the way, the fuse includes an oxidizing agent, so it can continue to burn even inside the body. And finally, at the end of the fuse is a powder mixture of iron oxide and aluminum. This is a substance that causes a thermite reaction. When ignited, it creates heat of over 3,000 degrees Celsius and burns violently.
The bottom part of the signboard is stuck pretty deep in there.
There's a bit of a curve at the tip. Kind of like a man's you-know-what.
Couldn't you have compared it to a fishhook or something?
Well, it won't come out easily. Whoever stuck it in probably didn't want it pulled out.
Of course not. The signboard would be useless unless it's standing.
It's useless unless it's standing?
Let's not go there.
No, that's not what I meant. Okay, it looks like we're pretty much done investigating here. Using the clues we've gathered so far, we should be able to solve the mystery.
You mean the mystery of how Jin's body appeared? That's what you're talking about, right?
Yep. Let's get on that now. First thing, about that power outage when the body appeared. Was it really just a power outage?
I was wondering about that too. The lights came back on way too quickly. Plus, if the power did go out, the stream should have cut out at the same time.
But the stream went on, no problem.
So it wasn't an outage. The lights were switched off.
So how did the lights get turned off?
Well, I think I know what did it.
That's the switch that powers the lighting.
Yeah, let's not overthink this. Someone simply walked up and flipped this switch.
But no one was near the switch when the lights went out. Let's try to think of something else.
There were bundled CNTs tied to the body. They were routed through the ceiling beams and onto the light switch.
But a dead body can't pull strings.
No, but it can fall. From the ceiling, I mean.
Now that you mention it, I thought I heard something hit the floor right after the lights went out.
The body fell from the ceiling and tugged on the CNT, which caused the light switch to turn off.
So on to the next question. The corpse was hidden up in the ceiling, right? Then how did it fall?
The CNT extended from the corpse to the light switch, so the corpse would fall if you tugged on the CNT.
But that would mean someone was near the light switch. There wasn't anyone around it at the time. Let's try again.
The culprit must have been hiding up in the ceiling, and when the time was right, they dropped the corpse.
A simple answer, but no. I've already confirmed that no one was up there. Can you think of some other way?
The culprit used the mechanism of the body softening after rigor mortis. The body must have been placed up in the ceiling like a bridge between two beams. It would stay up there while the body is still stiff. But as time passes and rigor mortis lessens, the corpse softens.
And that's what made it fall down. Now, for the final question, Why did the body explode and burn?
Well, that can be explained by using the X-ray mode. It's because of the contraption set up inside the body. The ignition agent combusted from the impact of the body hitting the ground. The fire went up the coiled fuse and onto the substance that triggered a thermite reaction. The substance was eventually ignited, causing a huge explosion.
So that interval between the fall and explosion was because of the time it took for the fire to reach the end of the fuse. I get it. It was hard to find traces of that trick because it was such an analog method.
Alright, I think we're starting to figure things out here. So you can turn off this VR space now.
No, not yet. That was just a rehearsal. We still have the main show.
What do you mean?
We're recreating the culprit's actions.
Are you telling me to do that?
You're the only actor here, aren't you?
Actor?
So, I'm Tama, the director and camera operator. Now that I'm in the director's chair, I'm not going to tolerate shoddy acting. So keep that in mind.
Are we recording something?
Of course we are. We're testing a theory here, so we need to create something that can be viewed objectively.
I have no idea what you're going on about.
Shut your stupid mouth, you third-rate bit part actor! Are you too much of a moron to figure this out without the director having to tell you everything?
But...
Just zip it and play the culprit. If we're doing this, we're going for the Macademy Award.
Macademy? Like, the nuts?
Enough! Let's get this started! Ready? Action!
Hi! I'm, the culprit who killed Jin. Now, prepare to witness an amazing show featuring this corpse!
Not only is your acting amateurish, but I don't even understand what kind of character you're trying to play here.
I am an amateur!
Well, this is just the beginning, so I'll give you a pass for now.
Let's start with the positioning of the body. Where and how was it placed?
Well... it was right here. The body was placed so it was hung like a bridge between two beams.
You can place it like this because it was stiff from rigor mortis. So that's how they did the light trick.
Carbon nanotubes, CNT, were tied to the body. The CNT went up the beams and extended downward, onto the light switch.
CNT is too thin to be seen with the naked eye, so no one noticed it.
I've got it all set up. Now I just need to wait for the rigor mortis to subside.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in character?
Boy! I sure hope the corpse gets softer soon! It needs to be soft and squishy! Like an octopus!
This scene makes no sense.
I'm cutting it out.
You made me do it!
And after time passed, rigor mortis began to subside.
The body falls, and the impact sets off the ignition agent inside it. The fire travels up the fuse line.
Soon after, a staff member turns on the lights.
Bam! A body appears, as if it teleported in out of nowhere. Sometime later, the burning fuse inside the body reaches the explosives. And that is the truth behind the corpse's sudden appearance and explosion!
Cut! Good work! I got some nice footage of the reenactment.
I still don't understand why the acting was necessary. It all makes sense now. That corpse didn't teleport here after all.
Of course it didn't. Though the culprit obviously wanted it to seem that way.
Half of a body just suddenly appearing out of nowhere. Just like the Philadelphia experiment. Someone went through all that trouble to make it look like something strange occurred.
I think they also wanted to draw as much attention as possible to that sign. All so they could spread that QR video.
That body fell from the studio ceiling. If it fell sideways when it landed, the culprit's plans would have been ruined.
Yes, like you said, it would have been pointless unless the sign was standing erect. Just like a man's you-know-what.
Again with that joke? Besides, it is not useless when it's not erect.
Exactly.
What?
There was another purpose to the sign. It's the same reason darts and rockets have tails.
I get it. The cut surface would naturally face the ground because of that sign. It was meant to control the body's posture as it fell. The culprit must have wanted the body to fall during the live stream, right? It would have been pointless otherwise. But could they really predict when rigor mortis would dissipate so accurately?
The culprit didn't put the corpse up on the ceiling beams while it was completely stiff. It had to have been after the body had started to soften, just slightly. That way, they could estimate that the body would fall in a few hours or so. The stream was scheduled for a whole 6 hours. The culprit was fine as long as the body fell sometime during that period. Their goal was to make it seem like a supernatural phenomenon. That's why they couldn't leave the CNT on the scene.
Because it would give away the trick?
Right.
So that's why they caused a thermite reaction and destroyed the CNT. So, to wrap it all up, the culprit's motive was to make this seem like a supernatural phenomenon and to spread the QR video, right?
I don't know if that's all there is to it, but probably.
I wonder why Jin was chosen.
Who knows?
Where could his left side be?
It hasn't been found yet. Anyway, starting our search with the people who might have the intel we need is the #1 rule of investigation, right?
Like who?
Jin's right half was up in the studio ceiling the whole time we were shooting the show. There must be someone who knew about it, or at least noticed it.
You mean... the director, Jinpei Wagai?
Right.
Where is he now?
I've tracked him down using his smartphone GPS. He's in Akihabara right now, at the Maid Cafe Sunfish Pocket.
There he is!
Ah, shit!
Damn! Firing your gun in here? Are you insane? There are customers and staff in here.
My bad.
An apology is not gonna cut it!
Several people have called the authorities.
The local police should be here soon.
Hey, can't you just let me go?
What?
I told you, my girl's pregnant, right? I can't go to jail! That's why I accepted his offer in the first place. I needed money to take care of my kid.
Accepted whose offer?
Some guy named Terror. I don't know his real name. Haven't seen his face or heard his voice either. All my contact with him was through Nile.
What did he ask you to do?
He said... So me and the staff haven't met this Terror guy at all. I don't know what happened in the studio either. I had no idea that was gonna happen.
Class 3A at Sekiba High.
Ryuki!
Yeah, let's go.
The director of Horodori Institute of Genetics. Chikara Horodori.
Oh, shit.
No way. It can't be. Mr. Date told me about this shrine. This place is so full of nature. Just like Yoyagi Park. It's just... calming here.
I see.
Tama, would you mind giving me some support?
What do you mean?
I've been thinking about Chikara's murder.
Are you sure you're okay, Ryuki?
What do you mean?
I feel like all of this has been taking a huge mental toll on you.
I'm fine. More importantly, can you recreate the crime scene for me? I just need to close my eyes, right?
Yeah, but... Fine. I'll play along. You are technically my master. I can't disobey your orders.
Thanks. Let's start then. It's perfect. It's just like the real thing.
I learned how to do 3D modeling in a correspondence course. Back when I was a student, my grandma told me I should learn a skill set. I'm sorry, Ryuki. This might freak you out, but there's something I have to tell you. Will you hear me out?
What?
The thing is, this corpse is so cowardly that... it has no guts!
What?
I know. That was so bad, the joke was over before I even said it. But I just had to do it! I mean, look, the corpse is completely missing its guts! I couldn't let this chance pass me by.
Chikara's right side. The cross-section is stuck right onto the blackboard.
What's the estimated time of death?
Based on the time the body was discovered, that would make it about 4 hours ago.
So, around 8 p.m. on February 11th, right around the time we were meeting with Tokiko.
Looks like there aren't any other clues here. Well, satisfied? I think he was lying about the money. Terror probably wanted someone to find Chikara's body.
You mean he wanted Chimpei to find it?
Not necessarily. It might have been for the police. Terror might have predicted that someone from the police would contact Chimpei. I checked the footage, but I didn't see anyone suspicious. Of course, that place is huge, so there are plenty of areas the security cameras don't cover.
Any cameras on campus?
None. Do you remember what Gen said? The security at Sekiba High is completely lacking. That's my assumption. I can't think of any other suspects.
Just who is this Terror?
I wouldn't be having so much trouble if I knew that.
It can't be Tokiko, can it? Tokiko was with me at Chikara's time of death, and she was in Okinawa during the incident with Jin.
Yeah, at the very least, it seems unlikely that she did it personally.
But something has been bothering me. I feel like Tokiko is involved somehow. Chikara was a member of NICE, and he knew about Bats 490. That's not all. The appearance of Jin's corpse was made to seem like a paranormal phenomenon, as if the same thing from the Philadelphia experiment had happened.
After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation. A false world created by a program.
Could she have done all this to give her claim credibility?
I don't know, but it's possible. In any case, let's go see Tokiko. I have to talk to her.
Understood. We've come this far. I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
I've been expecting you. I thought you would be arriving soon.
What do you mean?
I mean, I knew you would come see me. No, I don't.
Then do you know about Terror?
I've heard that name on the news, yes. This is about the culprit, is it not?
Yes, but...
I have absolutely no idea who it could be. I'm sorry I can't help you, but...
I've solved the mystery, Miss Shigure. Jin's right half didn't teleport. It was just made to seem that way. It should have been obvious when you think about it. Teleportation? It's impossible but occult nonsense. Just a ludicrous myth like UFOs, ghosts, and Kappa. I'm sure there are people who'd like to believe in these things. And there are groups who profit by making people believe.
Mr. Ryuki, it appears as though there's been some misunderstanding. We of NICE have nothing to do with this.
Are you sure about that? All the pieces would fit together if NICE is the one that made the QR video. The falsified paranormal phenomenon, what was written on the signboard, it all advances your agenda. Could it be that you wanted to spread the QR video by showing that sign along with the corpse on stream?
As I've told you, we are not the ones who made the QR video. What is the purpose of the QR video in the first place? Are you saying there is some message urging people to join NICE in it? I know of the incident, of course. However...
Yes, I know you have an alibi. We were here, having a conversation during the time of Chikara Horadori's death. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're completely innocent. You are the president of NICE. Surely you have plenty of subordinates who can do your bidding.
Are you implying I ordered someone to kill him?
It's a possibility.
And what would be my motive?
Well...
Remember what Tokiko said. Chikara Horadori is an avid believer in the Order of Percent. Their order and NICE are heading in completely different directions.
Perhaps NICE and the Order of Percent are hostile.
I see. You're suggesting there was a conflict between organizations. It is true that NICE and the Order of Percent have differing beliefs. However, we are not at odds with one another. Both organizations believe in the simulation theory. In that respect, we are comrades. We are living in a simulation, a false world. And from this false world, we seek emancipation. That is what NICE believes. On the other hand, the Order of Percent, we are living in a simulation, a false world. But they wish to remain imprisoned within it. Forever.
Forever?
Mr. Ryuki, have you ever played an open-world game where you play as a criminal?
A game that lets you rob, murder, blow things up, leave a trail of debris wherever you go. An absurd, heinous game where you can freely commit all sorts of horrible crimes.
I've never played anything like that, but I know what you mean.
Then you can understand. If this is a false world created by someone, then the Order of Percent believe they can do whatever they wish. To them, this place is a true utopia. A dream world where they're allowed to do anything they want with no real consequences.
That's why they want to live here forever?
Exactly.
I get it. That's why Chikara was researching immortality.
In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
I am aware that Chikara was very particular about immortality. However, I will say one thing. One must not believe in eternal youth. Eternal youth is a lie. By the way, Mr. Ryuki, do you remember what you said earlier? Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. That is clearly false. The simulation theory is not occult. It falls within the realm of science. In fact, many esteemed scientists have given serious thought to the matter. The theory was originally proposed by a Swedish philosopher. However, the concept has been around since long ago, even as far back as the days of Plato and Zhuangzi. This world may be an illusion. At least, there is no way to prove it isn't an illusion. There are great people throughout history who have held such ideas.
But there's no way to prove it is an illusion either, is there?
No, there is plenty of science to support it. The holographic principle, theory of relativity, the measurement problem in quantum theory can also be considered proof. I'd like to ask you one thing. Beings that are far more intelligent and advanced than we humans, do you believe a civilization of such beings exists anywhere in this world? And by this world, I mean all possible worlds in the entire universe, including those outside of our own.
Well, somewhere out there, probably.
I agree. Taking that into consideration, we're left with three possibilities. 1. Civilization hasn't reached a level of technology advanced enough to create a simulation that can't be distinguished from reality. 2. Civilization has reached a level of technology advanced enough to accomplish this, but it hasn't for some reason. 3. Civilization has reached that level of technology and has no strong reason not to use it. Therefore, they've proceeded with creating an intricate simulation, Which of these do you think is most likely?
Are you saying it's 3?
That is what a famous Swedish philosopher believed, at least. He further explains, that civilization must have run simulations millions or even trillions of times. In which case, it would make sense to believe our world would be included in one of those simulations.
You're saying it's far more likely that we're one of the countless simulated worlds, rather than a world that exists in the one and only reality. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Say this world really is a simulation. Then that would mean a computer or something that's running the simulation exists somewhere, right? But it doesn't seem realistic that everything that happens in the universe could be derived by calculation.
Yes, you are right. However, there is no need to calculate every phenomenon, only what observers see and experience. Take the measurement problem in quantum theory. It explains the inexplicable phenomenon observed in the double-slit experiment. Quantum matter appears as particles when observed, and as waves when not observed. For the latter, its position cannot be specified because it exists as a stochastic wave. Therefore, it must be calculated and processed as the entire wave, and is impossible to reduce. The faster an object moves, or as the effects of gravity increase along with the increase in mass, time progresses slower, as I'm sure you know.
And that's related to processing speed?
Yes. When the load during calculation is increased, a phenomenon akin to a processing failure occurs. That is why nothing can exceed the speed of light. The calculation wouldn't be able to catch up if acceleration is infinite. Even light cannot escape a black hole. I'm sure you've heard this before. Information is the same. It cannot escape a black hole. It's known that the amount of information trapped in this way is not derived from the volume of the black hole, but the surface area. Considering this, you can conclude that information in a three-dimensional space is stored in the boundary of its two-dimensional surface. In other words, all information stored in this universe is encoded in a single flat plane, just like a hologram. Regarding gravity and other physical processes, they can be completely accounted for through the laws of physics defined by the boundary surface. Let's take a character from an action game, for example. When that character falls, you may think he was pulled to the ground by gravity. However, gravity does not actually exist in the game world, only code that was written in the program. The character's body is merely made to show as if it fell based on its code.
You think this world is the same?
The holographic principle is not a theory. It is a principle. It has already been mathematically proven. I see. Then let us leave it at that. In any case, there is no denying that the simulation theory is true. But unlike Chikara, I have no interest in the concept of immortality, because my objective is to tear at the seams of this world and emancipate us all.
So you mean dying?
No. Death and emancipation are completely different. I have no desire to commit suicide, though I would be fine with dying at any time.
Because this world isn't real.
There is that, yes. However, there is another reason. If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself. We are living in a false world created by a program. Therefore, if we can rewrite its code, we can create miracles, like reincarnation, or even bringing someone who has already passed back to life.
Has this woman lost it? Ryuki, you were right. There's clearly a lot of reasons to be suspicious of Tokiko.
Yeah. Let's check with Wingsync.
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
What is this?
Looks like Tokiko is blackmailing someone.
What is it she saw?
I don't know. This is as far as we can get from Wing Sync.
Then...
Yes, let's get a deeper look into her mind. Using a regular sync.
Ryuki, just to confirm, you did get permission, right?
Yes, she accompanied me voluntarily and...
No, I